Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albion TV. We're back with another show this evening. We got the 5v5 Crystal League. My name is Lewpac, and joining me, of course, is Shozen and Bogul. And tonight we're going to be checking out level 4, 5, and 6 Crystal League matches back to back to back. The action is non-stop. Today, Shozen, I saw some fun castle fights. I didn't catch a 20 show. I'll be honest, I was watching Trainwreck TV Gamble, but I saw the castles. I didn't catch either of them because I was the kids earlier and then didn't quite catch that one. But no, the castle fights were looking fun. Like honestly, some good claps there.
There were some good, interesting plays made in the castle fights for sure. And I know as a fan of Sun, you probably heard about it very quickly.
They had an unfortunate incident there, which I'm told has bankrupted the guild. So Sun will be closing at the end of the season after that.
I was really worried about those guys. I know they've been really low on the money since pretty much the beginning. Pretty much since the beginning. They've never had any money, and they wasted so much money trying to take over Anglia back in the day. I don't think they've ever been able to catch up.
Who do you reckon's the richest guild, Shozen? If you had to guess.
Well, there's got to be some. Which guild do I think has taken in the most money, or the one that has the most money inside the guild itself?
Either, I guess. But I mean, there's got to be.
CIR has probably taken in the most money as the head of the Po Empire, and I don't know if all that money has gone directly through CIR, but I think the entity that has
the Rental Empire
taken in the most silver at any time would be the CIR Empire. The one that may have the most in reserve, I think you could make a call that it's still BA even after getting robbed so many times.
Yeah, maybe. But do you reckon there might be like some plot ownership guilds with like 3 city big boys in?
But you're looking at those same 2 groups, you know. I mean, BA is very well known to have had a number of people who were involved in the what are they called? Bogul, what did they call them?
Auction cycles.
Cartel? Are you looking
the cartel?
Yeah, I'm looking for the cartels.
Who do you reckon is the richest player?
1 or 2 unknowns that still gamble with the plots for fun. And then,
I think the richest people,
they would end our careers if we were to mention their names. So we're gonna.
All right, Predators. Whoa, who's that outside my house? What's he doing to my tires?
No.
I hear a drill.
Oh my goodness!
I think it's somebody who somehow managed to trade either like ghost wolves and who has secretly banked like 10 of them, and then plus city money, some sort of mix up. But
see, I think like, say you had 20 ghost wolves. It's like one of those things where you're sitting on a theoretical amount of money, but liquidating it would always be the problem, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
like finding 10 buyers that pay what you like. No one wants to sell for cheap, but like you got to find 10 buyers that want to pay what you want to pay, what you want. Kind of awkward, but I reckon there is people like that. I agree.
Interrupt the banter. But we have about 1 minute and 10 seconds until these guys go into the next round. And I don't think we've even told people what we're doing here today.
So we're going to be watching some 5v5 Crystal League action, the top end of the competitive 5v5 in Albion Online. We're going to have a bunch of teams throwing down. The rewards are season points, siphon energy, fame tomes, loot, artifacts, and of course the enemy's equipment if you kill them and if you loot them. That being said, we're going to see some people trying to level their towers as well for their guilds and claim some extra rewards. And we're going to hopefully get some votes up throughout the day. Generally, we'll watch 1 live fight, then 1 recorded fight, for a total of 6 fights covered throughout the day. And we'll give you a rundown of the meta. We saw some fun stuff yesterday. We did start to see a few people shake it up, didn't we? The Cargera Ironclad team, after a really, really sort of rough 3 months, I would say. I mean, I say rough 3 months. They still came 3rd place in the off-season tournament. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but by their standards, it was pretty rough. Where do we want to start then?
Well, I'm over on barcode right now.
Oh, what?
I put it into chat for you.
Oh, mate, why would you start there, though? Why would you do that to me, Shozen? I'm coming. I just got bounced around the world, so hopefully I can get the barcode.
Cargera here.
There we go. So it's barcode, Liet, Lucrative, Aurelia, and Forsaken. We'll see what their builds are, and they're going to be against Onion, Bokix, Spadger. So it's Bow, Glaive, Curse, Hammer on the other side with that Druidic Staff, and it looks like it's Bow, Glaive, Curse, Hammer with the Druidic Staff on this side. So an absolute mirror match, almost right down to the helms. Doesn't look like Bokix is going to be running a Purge, and Lucrative going to be running a Stalker, though. As the early exchanges, Bokix gets isolated from his team. Liet in a bit of a spot there, but does manage to get the Cleric off. No Purge available. Solace pulled in, has rolled to get out, but the guys is going to stop him for a second. Holds his ground. Nice play from Solace, actually. Not committing the boots there means that he's able to push it a little bit further. Both teams taking a bit of a beating and having to just play very conservatively. Now, Onion's in a horrible spot. He's used his Cleric. He's going to get poisoned on the other side. Good peel as his team surges forward to protect him. There's the Hammer. Good guys that are saving, but it's not going to be enough. It is going to be enough. Spadger finds Aurelia, and Onion's going to kite. Oh, the guys are and the... Oh, they just didn't connect with the hook. Aurelia's down. Forsaken's nearly down, but Spadger's up here, and he's going to find barcode, and they're going to use the bot here, which is very, very interesting against the bow. I think he made a mistake there. Can they flick barcode? They have no healer right now, and he's going to die to the curse stack.
Oh.
Healer was down. He stayed a little bit too long, and Solace going to get credit for that.
Gets the flick, and that's going to be it for him, I think.
I think he had the wrong helm slot selected, and obviously a bow player is very, very happy to see that.
And he gets the save.
Oh, no,
Holy
Solace
shit.
Solace went in.
Solace is the trade. Now, these guys have to be quick. They've got their full 5. They've got to make a move quick. People come back really quick when they're early deaths like this, but this should give these guys the room to get at least one of these caps.
Barcode's still on bop. So the enemy bow, bow is essentially free playing.
No.
Lucrative's hooking him. Oh, okay. So the reason is they're using the cheeky, the mage sandal hook. Is what they're doing.
Yeah,
sticking that Judy, but Spadger's in big trouble now. No defenses available. No big saves available. He goes for the trade, though. I like that. He knows he's dead, so he just fires as much as he can into Liet. But this is really interesting. Like, right now, Solace could almost just switch to a bow as well, and they could go to town. But Bokix is going to drop as well. They just need to roll those hooks. It's very, very important that they roll those hooks now, because it is the Mage Sandals Harpoon. Which, for people that don't know the interaction with the Glaive and the Mage Sandals, if you activate Delayed Teleport and then flick somebody or harpoon them, they actually get flicked or harpooned to your teleport location, not your initial location. So there's an interaction there. You'll see somebody basically fly off the screen. Oh, nice harpoon there to interrupt.
Really well done.
Solace, he's going to actually have to pop his Cleric there. A little bit of trouble. There you go. That's what they have to do. They have to roll those hooks. And now Solace needs to hide behind Spadger. Yeah. They got the Judy down for the reset, though. Oh, go for the hook onto barcode. Not going to find it. Nentians comes in. Knock up onto Liet. Purge goes out. Double stun on the front. No cleanse in sight. Liet's going to roll here. Barcode goes for the stun. Only hits one. Doesn't find the Clothies. So basically, the Clothies need to take it in turn to put themselves in the line of fire for this harpoon, right? And then when they see it, they just need to make sure that they then swap. After they roll it, they swap position so that the other one has their roll available. And this whole game plan basically falls apart. Aurelia in big trouble here. Bokix, 4 stacks and poison does need to respect. You better watch out for Lucrative. Lucrative wants to harpoon him, but running very low on energy. Liet going to get knocked up. Good peel there from barcode. Nentians comes on back. It's still 2 caps to 1. Dark matter going to be used, but I don't like the dark matter there from Solace. Nothing to bounce it to, means very little value. And now the Sun team is starting to have some big problems. The Purge goes out onto Liet. They might be able to get him, but I think he's got the siege. There's the flick. No. Is there any follow-up? The bow follow-up. There's the save, and he gets the Cleric off, and now Bokix is in trouble. Onion needs to save Bokix. They're not going to find it. Spadger has to tie back.
Lewpac Blue has been dominating the control of this match the whole time, but they just have not had caps, so they're losing this.
And there goes the poisons, and they kill the tank. Nentians, though. Nentians not in a good way.
Nentians is going to die.
And Onions had to go the other way. Onion had to kite the other way, and I don't know if they can hold this cap this time.
I don't think they're
if
going
they
to be
can
able to.
rotate,
But
Lucrative's
got to be
actually chasing.
careful. He's got to be careful. He can't chase too hard.
Maybe they
he could get turned around on. They're going to get the center cap.
Yeah, they got it. They got it. And now Barco's coming back. But he, like, this bop, he's sticking with this bop. And I just feel like if they fail their kidnap, then the bow is going to annihilate them.
I agree. I'm still in the purge camp for this one. And looks like they're going to turn around and take the lower section here, as it looks like it's going to be a 4v5 as blue is getting the cap. That's a really good move by red if they can hurry up and make the pressure. But nope, they're
they want the cap. They don't want a drawn out fight and bleed 20. I agree.
Okay,
I agree with the play here.
But at that point, did you need to, rotate?
I mean, I guess so, because it's 4v5. They can't contest you there. If you go to the top, like, they would have got to the top around the same time as the cap, though. Like, they would have been cutting it close and risked being 3 cap.
Okay.
I think it was the safer option. Like, they'd already kind of committed to bottom. Plus, bottom gives you better vision for fighting. You want to fight from this angle anytime you have the choice of the two. Liet pinned in the corner.
This is
nice
his
damage.
Second time getting pinned, and I don't think he has any more outs right now, and he can be in a lot of trouble if he gets hooked, and he does, and that's it.
Yeah, Spadger getting some freedom with his bow. Every bow's player's dream, man, is to play against no purge. Like, Spadger's he's 1 cloth, he's dead. 2 cloth, he's dead. Forsaken's nearly dead. He might get Forsaken as well here. They're going the other way. Forsaken's going to kite the other way. Oh, Barcode. 1 tick. He's going to be fine. 2 ticks. And the 3rd tick, he should get the shield. Oh, that's painful.
Nope.
That is.
Nope.
Oh, that's a painful one to watch. Shozen and his healer was actually coming from above. That feels bad. Like, okay, they've got a purge on Aurelia here. Aurelia does have the purge, but... Well, the problem is Aurelia doesn't have the geyser to set it up, so you can just roll the purge.
And that's going to turn this one from a very close match Lewpac into not so close.
Barcode has proven me right as well. He has switched to purge because his team is like, man, this bow is effing us up.
Kicking our ass.
So even though, even though they kind of thought they had a game plan.
Lewpac off the rip, right into...
Oh, double duties into the flick onto Liet. Into the stun on Liet. Liet's going to be poisoned. Wow, that's a nasty, nasty opener. And Spadger just chilling up the top. Spadger just like, come on then, purge me, baby. Here it comes. Going to look for the geyser first. Needs to go geyser into purge. Doesn't purge.
Solus.
Didn't purge. Liet's in trouble here. Solus gets back now.
They're going to let him out. Yeah, they're going to let him out because of Liet. The pressure on Liet caused that to end. I thought there was an opening here for blue, but game over.
As well. Forsaken's going to... Oh, Forsaken's dead. He's been hooked from
This is going to be rough. This is going to be a slow burn for these
nice
guys
cleric,
here.
though. Nice cleric from Forsaken, but the guys are up, and they're going to kill the healer.
Oh, going to be a real... Oh, look at the flick.
It's the big one into the 10, but they got no... They lost their healer.
Yeah, but they got no healer. What are you going to do? And you're going to eat 20 here, go down to 30 points.
You guys... Like, somebody should probably tell them that they got no healer. I mean, the Sun guys should just do as much as they can. There's no healer
right now and just take him.
Just kill them.
Freaking go.
Just kill them. They've got no healer. Like, what are you doing? What are they doing? What is this? What are they thinking?
That's so bad.
These Doom guys are just like, oh, we got no healer. We should probably just wander into the enemy team.
I don't even want to look at chat after this match, Lewpac.
Oh, mate, that is... Maybe it's like a 5-head play that I don't understand. That is some questionable decision-making there. And they're under a 2-minute timer now. Oh, this is the nasty one. I love that. I love that harpoon on the wall. Forsaken had to put his boots there. And these guys are just going to come out. These guys are just going to come out, look for the fight. They're going to go for the stun. Knock up. There's the purge. Spadger's rolled. There's the purge onto Spadger, but the hook does not connect. And now Lucrative. He's missed his opener. Solus, though, is actually very low on energy. Like, he actually could be a weak link here. Because he has no energy, which means he's not going to get the effectiveness he wants. He's getting really good stacks on this front line, though, doing a great job of that. And trying to get those autos in for a little bit of passive with the energetic. The first 20 tick is going to be confirmed, which means it's a 1-minute timer for Doom. Liet, once again, this man gets bullied in every match because he's so deadly. And the only way to stop that is to not let him play. Are they going to find the tank? They are going to find the tank. Is there any trade? Doesn't look like there's a trade. Lucrative. He's going to get pulled back. Does fake it. I like that. The fake hit with the delayed teleport. Going to get back to his tent, but this is done and dusted. And the Sun team is going to take out Doom here in our first level 4 of the evening. Very nice match to watch. Very technical, but I do think that they were far too greedy with this. Like relying on Aurelia to purge the bow is a very, very greedy option because Aurelia, it just puts him so far out of position. Purge isn't the longest range. And Barcode died 4 times in that. Crazy. Did we get a recording in the meantime?
I did. I'm getting that ready for you right now as you're
Lovely.
chatting over there.
Who did you record?
Cargera.
Oh, the Bop It Ironclad. Now this is
I didn't want to watch this one live because Lewpac, we've been watching them.
Well,
recently.
last
I
week
think
their
you even
matches were
mentioned
kind of
it.
quick, weren't they?
Yeah, you mentioned this earlier that they had gone through a really rough spot earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Quite a few weeks of eating some crow, having a little cheese
And
with their
then-
wine. Things weren't going so great. But then Cargera was like, do you remember the Ironclad?
Yeah. Remember when I used to
when we
beat
used to
everybody
bop
in the game
people?
with Ironclad?
Can I do that again, please?
do that.
Is somebody going to complain?
And honestly, like, he's probably doing it with better players now. Like, he was always with Boda. I mean, back in the day, he had Lissy Tank healing, like, Sotrus was in their team. I mean, their team was good. Do you remember Syndic used to actually be in the Cargera
Yeah, he used to
team?
be in the Cargera team.
Syndic used to be the crossbow player for
Right,
the Cargera
and then there
team.
was the Cargera. I believe we even had one where it was Derek and Syndic and Cargera in one team for a short period of time.
No, I think that was after Syndic stopped GVG in.
Are you sure?
like,
I thought they
I
played
think-
for a short period.
From what I remember is when PoE and CIR really took off, like I think Syndic initially burnt the candle at both ends, being like the main team
Yeah, he did.
GVGR and trying to run everything and trying to have a semblance of a real life.
I don't know if that was an option.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
But we do have the match ready to go. It's at 0-0. Battle starts in. I am ready when you are.
Albion Informer. Which reminds me of the song Informer by Snow. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Won't.
I can't.
I won't
Sing
attempt
it.
to
Yeah, don't.
do it, but it went a lick bum bum down. That one. All right, I'm ready when you are. Bogul, count us in. You're the man with the plan.
Stall for a minute.
Oh, okay. Bogul. I don't think Bogul was ready for us there.
All right, let me just pull a raffle here.
I was totally looking at something else. I was like, oh wait, these guys want something?
Alarming has won the raffle.
We good? In the hood?
Sorta. Let's do this. Playing in 3, 2, 1, now.
So yeah, we saw those guys do like a pseudo kidnap, but at that point you might as well do the real thing. Luke, high power on the one-handed crossbow, it looks like, unless that's a fake show. We haven't seen one of those for a little while. That's going to be interesting because the bow is super strong in this matchup, mainly because Cargera doesn't play Purge, and neither does Boda. So this is actually the matchup where you really want it. But Luke is playing Explosive Bolt, and he's doing a lot of damage to Cargera before the fight even starts. There's the control. There's the hot strip as well. But now it's going to be... He's going to probably look for Riven here. Or no, is he going to look for Even Star? There's the bop. If he's going to wait for him to try and roll, and then he's going to spin him afterwards. Oh, doesn't get the position for the spin, but there's a lot of forward pressure. Beand is out there with the pike as well. So they run glaive, pike, just to slap anyone. Like this is... I feel like their game plan is just pure confusion and separation here. Like everybody gets knocked all over the place, and then they've got to keep an eye. They've got to keep an eye on the harpoons. They got to keep an eye on Cargera. And just when they think they've dodged everything, Bean just honks them with a soldier armor pike. Like, I mean, he's just like bang. Shekri going toe to toe with Riven here, and actually the Blue Army team surviving really,
Doing
really
pretty
well
good
in
for
these
the
opening
beginning until Rima
exchanges.
gets that's not great. Now he's going to be in trouble here. He's
Riven
completely
is
isolated. OG's
he's
going to
tick
die.
out up the top. No,
Yep.
he gets a seed. He's going to be
Oh,
fine.
he did? Okay.
And they
I was
hook
more concerned
Car-
about
oh.
Rima over there on the southwest of our
Riven
screen now.
there.
He's
He
getting
saw
completely
Cargera.
driven out.
He saw Cargera looking for the plays there. and he actually hooked Cargera back away from where he was going. And these guys surviving this onslaught, but they have been bullied all the way to the tent. But Boda's the one that's going to go down, surely.
Nope, good save,
oh, he just about was like, Phils can kill him though. Phils can kill him.
So he's going to chase him. He gets the flick. Great defensive flick there by Bodaville, giving him beautiful. The self to get heals. What?
Carg wants something. They're going to hook Riven. Oh, there's a big hurricane coming. This is going to be very, very nasty on the choke point if they try and pull back. Actually, the other thing is you could say, well, Cargera wants us to pull back, so let's push forward. That works. Luke separated from his team though. Boda dropping low once again. The hook onto Ninja Cat. Surely, finally Ninja Cat goes, but it is a trade. Boda gets traded. There's the poison. Dark Matter. Oh, Dark Matter gets stopped. Riven's going to drop at the end though. Cargera, we know what he does. Oh, wow. Another knockback helm on Luke. Interesting.
Okay. Defensive knockback helm.
Okay, so knockback helm can interrupt Hurricane. There's like a small margin where the knockback helm hits before the Hurricane touches you. And you can, in theory, knock him out of it there. But it's in the heat of battle, it's not the easiest. 3 caps going to go the way of Sun. I think they're going to push down again. Grafise, though. Grafise honestly has a great time in these matches because everybody's spending so long dodging stuff that the Grafise is just there going boop, boop. I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind him run armor pierce as well here, just to get those quicker kills in conjunction. In conjunction with the pike, it could be a lot of damage. Ninja Cat, he's going to be pulled back. There's the using a pike.
Lewpac, I got to agree with you on that one. Using the bop, you do a lot of spreading, especially with the Ironclad in general. You don't get a lot of really good use out of your
with all this displacement, Dark Matter is going to be interrupted.
They got a good one out of that one. His last Dark Matter was really effective, but the one before that and the one before that were both on one person.
I like this, by the way. Rimmer knew he was in trouble, so he went the other way. He went the other way to die because he knew it would draw them away from his team. But yeah, that one was the healer picked early on. He rolled and he landed at the feet of Bean, who was ready to go with the pike, and Honk with the pike just absolutely slapped him upside the head. Not the nicest, but gets the job done, as it were. Phils, they're going to look for the stun run early. No bop. There's the bop onto Rimmer. Rimmer's already run, though. Oh, he's rolled. Rimmer's rolled. He's going to have a bad time. Ninja Cat's completely separated. He does manage to get the cleric off. They're probably going to have to sack him. The Judy comes down, though. Nice, real good discipline from Rimmer and Ninja there. They realized the worst of it had come until, obviously, Bean turns up with the pike. But they did realize the worst of it had come, and they didn't panic and sack. They didn't panic and roll. That was really controlled play. Unfortunately, Bean was ready with the follow-up. The purge onto Luke. Luke going to try for the run round here. Nice geyser.
Dark Matter as soon as the bop hit. Completely wasted.
And it just goes nowhere. You can
because
use,
they both
anything.
see the same thing. They're both looking for the same thing. They're both looking for a clump. When Cargera sees it, he breaks the clump. When Grafise sees it, he throws his Dark Matter. And that's just... they're canceling each other.
Yeah, and it's gonna bounce places. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna have some impact wherever you throw it. That one did nothing.
Nothing.
But the problem is they're deleting one target primarily, and I think armor pierce just gets you there quicker.
I agree. With the isolation plays. For sure.
I haven't seen anyone use that new curse beam that blows up the vial ticks yet either.
I love it. I use it, and I was trying to get you guys to let me use it in 5s, but
I'm up for trying something if we do Dream Team again.
It's fun. It's fun. It feels really mean.
This is a shutout right now. Other than that trade kill onto Boda, this is very one-way traffic, but they do have the potential to find something. Unfortunately for Luke, is the Sunder potential is very low. Cargera actually lets him get the Sunder off there onto Bean, but Bean rolls it anyway. Crossbow against Ironclad is such a horrible matchup. And Luke's going to be pulled out of position now. He's going to roll, and here comes the separation, I believe. No?
Oh,
he's going to bop Cargera now. Oh, he bops them both in.
Dark Matter there.
And you're
just talking shit about it, and then it just does work right there in the center of the screen.
Nice from Phil swapping out the Hurricane as well. The initial thing that stopped the Ironclad meta was Fiend Sandals. Bean Sandals was the reason Ironclad stopped being meta. And I guess when these guys switched to Duty Boots, that kind of paved the way. Obviously, Phils has gone back onto it. Rema's having a bad old time here. Just can't move. Like
Nothing
without the
you can
rest
do.
of his team there, you literally just can't move. And can't go. He's just diving the 10 and plucking the
Plucking
tank
somebody
out.
out.
It's disgusting. Like he's just going into the beam. They do stuff that you would never do.
He just wasted
bully.
that though, and could have actually secured that kill.
Yeah, I mean they're just toying with their food at the moment, aren't they? Like
Just
a
playing
cat
with it.
playing with a almost dead mouse, just enjoying the moment.
I feel like it's almost even more like a bird because it looks like they're so out of their element. You know what I mean? Or even like a fish. Like they're just playing with a drowning fish.
I'd love to be watch myself back on the show and hear the commentators liken me to a drowning fish. I feel like that would be the pinnacle of my Albion career. That one though, it's, they understandably they're going to tap out of that one. So the level 4s are now done and dusted. We'll have a look at the scoreboard in a minute. We've got level 5s coming up and then level 6s. And tomorrow, you guys are going to be doing a level 8 show, I believe. I will be in England. I will not be here for that one, but I believe Mr. Tazik is covering for me.
I'm going to have to remind him of that, and thank you for reminding me.
Okay,
right.
so we got.
I don't even want to look at these
Let's...
scores. I showed the scores. I just don't want to look at them.
I'm going to bring them up.
Oh, boy. Okay, Bogul, you heard this. He's going to bring up the scores, so you got.
I kind of just want to know who's playing more than anything. I want to see what teams are out and about,
Oh, the other scores. So you're talking about different scores. I thought we were talking about the end of this last match, and you wanted to see what 8-1 looked like.
No. That was
because I feel like we've seen that happen before.
Tussle take on Matthew as well. In another of our matches. Interesting. Have a look. Waiting for the kill board to come out so I can see who's who. Yeah, Tussle, Waifu, Ruined Experience, Nabobo, and Elital took out the Durant and Prince of Death team.
Oh. Tussle.
11-2 as well.
Is it like a full conflict team?
I've no idea. I can go over and find out though. I'm gonna see where they're queuing. I don't imagine so. They're actually doing a scrim right now, so it's let's have a look. Conflict. Blue Army Freeman. They are still playing for Conflict. I mean, Conflict still has 287 members. They're still
they
recruiting
and
keeping the guild active.
Yeah, they actually reformed themselves for this season to be a 5v5 specialty guild. Okay. I don't see very many of them, but I guess this is like the training phase until they get to next season when they have a full group that can actually get out of level 3s. Like, I mean,
these guys just won their level 4, so.
Well, no, this is a different. They have a couple of good teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're trying to make that their guild's presence, and you can't do that with one GVG team.
And with the purpose of renting the teams out and making a profit, or
no, bringing in people who like that style of gameplay and want to play with other people who enjoy that style. Not so much representing somebody else, but representing yourselves and enjoying it under a less pressure-filled environment. Because the people who really murk themselves out have to be very consistent.
But if you stick Prince of Death on in the background, they're actually doing a scrim right now, and he's running the Arcane tank, which I like to see. Particularly as he's against this Frost. So he's trying to, his entire job right now is to shut down Ruined Experience, but Ruined Experience is just beating the hell out of him. So this is actually a scrim rematch of their level 4.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously these guys are on friendly terms. You got Blue Army on both sides. Conflict have got ties with BA from back in the day, although BA did end up removing the Conflict hideouts after Squad, didn't they?
It may have happened.
It was them that did it, and I wouldn't say there's bad blood, but it wasn't taken too kindly at the time it happened. I would say that would be my exact phrasing for it. But these guys having a nice little scrim to do it. And I think the Arcane tank in certain matchups is very good. I just feel like though when you're doing the glaive and you're trying for that kidnap and stuff like that, I feel like you need a tank that can shut some stuff down. I feel like stunning and geysering the healer for a little bit is very good.
Okay.
And obviously the arcane orb does not purge hots. It can be used to purge clerics though, so it does definitely open up kill potential.
Kill pressure, yeah, it does give you some kill pressure.
Because you can't usually purge a cleric with a Fiend's Cowl if you've got to deal with a bow. Whereas if you've already purged the bow with the Fiend's Cowl, or likewise, if you purge the bow with the orb and then save the Fiend's Cowl for anybody popping their cleric. Because the arcane orb has a much lower cooldown.
Right,
like it's 20 seconds.
I enjoy it. It was a lot of fun playing one-handed.
Like it's half the cooldown of the Fiend's Cowl purge.
And I would, run them both too. It was just completely shut down players. I mean, it was just to mess around, in like our arenas and stuff like that. But it's still a lot of fun to learn those mechanics and figure out how those arcane tanks were really shutting players down and what kind of builds can you make that really shut down, interrupt, and cancel out another team.
It's the other thing as well, is those double magic shocks. Like, the damage is not insignificant, even for a guy in Judy armor. It's not really working out from here, though. Hang on. 9 to 5, it looks like, in this one, actually, in favor of conflict. But the 5 deaths appear to have been from conflict running into the tent as 5, which may be something to do with ending the match quicker so that they get there in time, because they do have a GVG to get to right now.
Yeah, there's only 3 teams that are currently signed up for 5s. I do expect more to sign up soon, but they're currently
Red needs the suicide, like, kind of quick, I guess. Oh, no, they'll be fine. Yeah, this Bofrost, kind of like it. I do feel like, Ruined. He's been doing this for a while, right? He's been loving the one hand frost where everyone else has been doing bow curse, but I just think like he's good enough to make it work. But I still think bow curse is stronger, especially against the nature. Like just having that extra level of purge for all of the hots can really, if you time it right, and also think like when you take control of the mid and pressuring them on the choke shows and dropping like that area of decay and having 3 stacks on everybody. You can't really do that with Frost. Do you know what I mean? You maybe tap them with a shard or 2, and then the hots they've got just make them fine anyway. Elju, he's going to get caught. This scrim's over then, but we might get to see a rematch of these guys. Maybe they learned something, but it doesn't look like they actually got many kills. I'll be honest. Not sure how the conflict team all died. It does look like they just mass ran into tent as part of the opening stages. But yeah, this one's done and dusted. We are 2 minutes away from our next live matches. We have level 5s coming up. And do we have a poll up?
I'm trying to wait for teams to sign up for it. We only have 3 at the moment.
Absolute slackers,
chat
aren't
says that you should call Nentience Pentience.
Because he went into the
tent. Like, right?
How do they come up with this stuff? Oh, comedic genius. That's pretty good, actually. Tentience. Holy moly.
I still like YouTube Cajun Tan.
Cajun Tan was good. I don't know if you're much of a Dota fan back in the day. There was one where a guy kept getting vacuumed. Arteezy kept getting vacuumed up onto cliffs when he didn't have a teleport or a blink to get down. And he was basically spending minutes of this match just stuck up on a cliff. So they just called him Cliff Teasy for the whole game. And they just kept doing it to him to tilt him.
I'm on Barcode. I wanted to get this poll out, but these guys literally got out in time to just log into the next match. We don't really have time to do the poll. I don't know who's winning.
These guys are playing from a tower.
Barcodes. Yeah, I was going to watch Barcode, honestly. I know there's a whole 1 vote for Cargera and Bakix, but I will record Cargera again so we can see if we get another situation like we had last time. I think it's really good to have Cargera on the second one so you can see what everybody else has to beat.
Yeah.
They're the team to beat right now.
Barcode's back on the bop, though. Like,
okay. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Like, I feel like it's overkill for what they need to do, because if you successfully execute the blink pull, they're going to be in Africa anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need the bop on
got
top.
a no-show.
Like, oh, they got a no-show.
Barca
Okay.
got a no-show?
Where do you want to go then?
Bakix?
Okay. Which is Nentians, I believe. Yeah, Nentians is the tank.
Are they going against Cargera by any chance?
No, they're going against Rimmer
Thank
Even
gosh.
Star and Petit Fills. Okay. Rimmer's running a Cultist Cowl, which is definitely an interesting tech choice for these ranged DPS. Does mean they're not running a cleanse in the back, which can be a problem against the hammer. Honestly, you obviously have the cleanse heal. It's going to be a stun up onto 2 to start with from Nentians, the pierce onto Riven as they dive in for Luke. Luke's going to get flicked and poisoned. Dude, they don't have a purge for the cleric, but where is his healer? Ninja's forced to use everything right now. Bokix is just running down Luke. And he is going to be sat in there just channeling. Oh, man, you can't channel meditate while a full stack spear is just beating on you. And really, Ninja has expended everything in the arsenal. And right now, they don't have the counter pressure to get some breathing room. Double, triple. Wait, was that a triple Judy boots? Did one of the backliners just Judy boot in, or was there a defensive one as well? No, there's only two.
Just switching over just in time to see this.
It looked like they got triple knocked up. Phils gets run down. Okay. Good opener here. And this is just relying on the cleanse heal, because the problem is the cleanse heal actually has a pretty good output, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to put it on cooldown to cleanse somebody who's full health, right? You kind of want to get the healing effect off of it as well. Because it's not like a long cooldown, but it's not a short cooldown either. And the big issue is if you don't cleanse somebody who's full health, then that's like 4 seconds that they're just chilling, not doing anything. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Rimmer may have switched to the Mercud now off the back of that. Oh, nearly dies. Does manage to get the cleric robe off in the end. No, I believe it is still on the cultist cowl. I can't tell exactly. The hoods look very
similar.
They're very small. Yeah, they're quite similar. The Mercud's got like a little whiff on the top of it, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like the cultist here. I think you need to be able to cleanse that back line yourself.
I understand that, yeah.
No, Luke could even
we've seen
come
it
off
time
of,
and time again.
Luke could even come off of the meditate as well. I think meditate's such a greedy one for bows. Mm-hmm. Because like the thing is you've got 2 Judy boots, you've got flick, harpoon, you've got geyser, and you've got stun.
All
you
this
have
focus
5
on him
ways,
in the back line.
5 ways to stop meditate.
They're trying to stop it by killing him.
Oh yeah, Bokix went a little bit
a little bit
overextended.
He went in the back.
But
yeah,
that was a very offensive Judy as well.
But they've used up all of Luke's defensives here, and he's in a really bad position.
As well.
But the pressure has made Nentians have to come back. If they were able to put a little bit more pressure on that, I think they would have had Luke in the back.
They're going to switch
out of defensives.
Switch it front to back. Solace, nice footwork there. Just sidesteps that harpoon. Would have been in big trouble actually if he got harpooned. Nentians gets flicked, but that's right where he wants to be. It's a double geyser up onto the back. The clothies go bounce, and there's 3-man stun. Cleanse comes out, but they are in tatters right now. There is Ninja's got like everybody's calling for heals right now. The clerics are going to buy them about 3 seconds, but Luke is going to go. Riven maybe gets out of here alive. Oh, doesn't look like it. Riven is going to be dropped. Solace gets credit for that one. Next up on the chopping block, looks like it could be Rimmer. Rimmer, nice roll for the geyser. Solace rolls after. Dark Matter, nice little starter step. Phils is going to die. Rimmer's actually going to survive and they'll pull back. But that was 3 for nothing again. And a brutal exchange here. Shozen.
Yeah. This is not looking great for the red team here, Ron.
They had moments there. They had moments.
5-0.
Like the problem is they're getting 20 the whole time as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you go behind in this, like I wouldn't mind seeing the points go up to 200 personally for 5s, because I do just think that like going behind, especially at a high level, going behind 3 caps right at the start is especially brutal, because the enemy team can just like, you know, if they feel that they're not getting momentum on the lower fight, they could just peel back to the next choke, and then you're like, you try and cap, and then they just push back down. Do you know what I mean? Like they just get full control of the fight, and I feel like You know, three minutes of fighting and you lose 60 points, Shozen, on top of the 20 from the first tick. You're
rough.
almost down 100
Yeah.
after the first fight before anything happens.
No,
Rimmer's
I understand.
actually switched it
I've
to a
been
shadow
down
caller.
3 caps before. I don't like it. I don't feel like there's a lot of room to come back.
Think of the amount of matches we've seen where the comeback happens like at the 10-point mark and it's just not enough.
Just not enough time. Yeah.
Yeah. I think either make the caps slightly less brutal or less important. You could do 5 and 10 for cap rotations. I think
that
would
would
be
really slow things down quite a bit.
Yeah.
You're looking at 15-minute long matches there.
But I think that would be a good thing. I think a longer match is good because there's nothing more
Then we
frustrating
can't watch 2 in a
than-
row.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Nobody died and they just rotated straight around. I mean, they wouldn't always last 15. Like, and a 3-minute match, a 7-minute match would be a 10-minute match instead. Do you know what I mean? Because there'd be more kills as well. I don't know. I just feel like situations like this, these guys definitely have a chance, but they just lose points so quickly. Like, it's 6 minutes and it's nearly done. It's not even 6 minutes yet. Phil's flick to the wall. Nice on him. He's all drilled. Seed comes out. Nicely done from Ninja Cat. He's going to have to sack him. If he's got sack, now is the time to use it. Phil's with a defensive card. I don't think he's even got it. Don't think there's a sack right now. And Phil's has no defenses. Flick. Judy boots safety. But only the safety of Bokix's spear, which he lands on. Judy in. And this is just GG. I think Riven is going to get hooked. Cultist Cowl as well. They flick him back. He doesn't have any sort of defensive. Ninja maybe has a sack. No. That's going to put them on a 50-second timer. By the time their man respawns, it's going to be over for those boys.
Very one-sided match for Lewpac. 149-19.
And that
over
is
in 38
the
seconds.
second biggest shutout that you can get in Albion, with obviously the hallowed 150.
Very rarely
we used to
that.
see it. We used to see a lot of them until they added 1 point for capping.
For capping, yeah. When the capping came in, then it really changed the situation. We did see one in the Crystal League Championship not that long ago, achieved by mostly this team here.
We did actually, yeah. We did see a 150. Like the only way to 150 is if you like go 3-1-1 at the start instead of 4-1. Yes, this is like 10. Who cares? Oh, hook, slammer jammer. In. And that was, yeah, like you said though, that was a 7-0 slapperoonie.
That's pretty brutal.
Clean. Phil's actually, the tank died 3 times in that. Luke died twice. Riven died twice, and it'll be back to the drawing board for these. And I believe Shozen is currently just uploading a match for us to watch.
Yep, just finishing that up right now. And I'll have that for you in just a moment. In the meantime, while that is doing its thing, I think it's time. We're going to pull a raffle.
You could also, another thing you could do is actually, you could have less caps for the rotations, but maybe make capping 2 points. So that the initial points would sort of be similar. But you don't just bleed out so quick.
I believe it was Keeper of Nature who was talking about having it being a 2-phase cap, where the first phase stops it from being capped, and then the second phase caps it, so that you would only take half as much time to make something happen, so that if you can get 3 seconds on it, basically you can uncap it. Because we do see so often that it goes down to this, just stopping it in the last of that 6.5, 7.5 second area.
That would be cool, but like that's still, in my opinion, that still wouldn't solve the problem of teams that rotate straight down into your face and play second choke. Do you know what I mean? Because in those matches, the ones where you bleed out so quick, you don't even get close to the cap. I think like an adjustment to the system definitely would be nice. Though I'd like to see longer matches. I'd like to see teams get a little bit more time to like get back into the match as well. And I honestly think like Crystals, it's been a long time since we had an overhaul of the system. Do you know what I mean? Crystals haven't had love since Crystal League got introduced, really.
Oh yeah.
A lot of trash talk and bad blood back then.
2 like gamer dad guilds.
Yeah. The the war for most gamerish dad. Oh, not see that was okay. Not your waifu there. Just
we have to.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't start it yet.
oh, sorry. I thought you counted to say my bad. Okay, go.
All right, here
No,
we go.
okay, so not your waifu
charging in.
makes the critical mistake right now. Immediately rolls after being swapped.
You can't do
And
that.
that is the Kagera go signal, and he's gonna get bopped again, and Tussle gets bopped as well. That is like Tussle's gonna have to commit everything to
It's not
waifu
gonna
right
matter.
now.
I don't think this is.
And he's gonna get honked afterwards, and he's gonna get flicked again. He has some good
Actually, this
counterplay.
is some really good. Yeah, this is actually well done. These guys have lasted through a lot of pressure.
But they
Very
used
impressive.
all
But
of their
now Tussle
defensives
is
on the
all
first
out.
round.
Yeah, but he's gone.
Kagera's
Not
gonna
there
die.
for your waifu.
Oh, no. Kagera's kiting those explosions just about. Swaps ruined experience out. Not really controlling this frost though. They are allowing this frost to free fire while they play their game. Beamed is going to go down. No. Oh my goodness. How did Beamed actually stay alive there? That was the trade. Tussle's in a bit of a spot now. Elitan. Tussle's going to drop. And no Bobo. He's going to drop. No, he's going to be okay for a few seconds. Keeps himself alive, but his time in this match is limited. Shozen. That was good though. Like Conflict had them on the ropes. Honestly, it was misplays honestly from waifu early and got really out of position. Credit to Tussle and the gang for saving him and getting him out of that. They nearly turned it into kills as well. Like Kagera was so close to death. Boda was so close to death. That was actually very reassuring to start with. But they really need to not hand these kidnaps on a plate. It's so important. And they just geyser. There's an early bop, and now Tussle's going to get poisoned. They hurricane. Tussle is going to get hooked. He has no roll now. Tussle's literally in no man's land. He's rooted by the pike with no roll and no defensives. And they just like face roll him now if they can. They're just going to keep bonking him. Does have the cleric for a few seconds, but obviously while Tussle's trying to survive, Fiend and Grafis nearly die, but nobody else on this conflict team is getting healed right now. No one is getting a single heal right now, and Tussle can't even get out of his tent right now.
There's nothing he can do.
He's gonna roll. He's gonna get
roll and gets the swap. Oh, these guys got to come back and save Tussle, or Tussle's not gonna be able to save them.
No, they had to pull out anyway because they didn't get a heal for like 30 seconds.
But you can't just let your healer get isolated, even if he's not going to die, if you guys are trying to fight in another location. You have to free him up, get him back into the fight.
This is such a weird match, honestly. Ruined experience. He's going to get bopped. Oh, he's going to roll, and he's going to land on Kagera. Ruined experience as well, because he's playing Frost. He's also running Scholars and Royal Cow. Like, his only defensives are a res pot and his blinks. He's the one you would kidnap, in my opinion. Yeah. But these guys, I think these guys are just happy to brute force anything.
They don't care. Yeah, they're just happy.
They'll just whatever's like the one that's close enough to hit.
Oh no,
that's the one we're gonna bang.
Oh,
Elite Hand's gone. Ruined is Habobo's gone. Ruined is gone. And Tussle's just like
he's good.
Yeah, he's just chilling in his tent. Like, what are we doing, boys? What are we doing? We are getting farmed right now. We're supposed to be spearheading the 5v5 guilds of Albion right now. This is, I mean, these guys have hit a stride of form, haven't they? And the thing is the Crystal Championships round the corner, Shozen. These guys are going to have to, someone's going to have to come up with the answer, aren't they, to this?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody has one yet, Lewpac. I don't think the meta is prepared for this team. But I think these guys match up very well versus our current meta, and it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna change.
I don't know. I think you can deal with these pikes. I mean, I think this particular comp would struggle with the one-handed arcane tank.
Yeah, but that's so outside the current. Like nobody's doing that. I haven't seen one of those.
We saw Thingy playing it earlier, didn't we? We saw
in a scrim.
Sprint to death in the scrim. But there, think about it. The arcane orb is going to purge the stacks on the spears constantly. It will interrupt. The silence can interrupt. You've got a double range silence to interrupt hurricane. Like you've got tons of options actually.
Okay.
And but
Somebody
this
has
is
to
like
bring that. I mean, and I guess
this is
Barcode
like
would be the guy to do it.
this is like
you've seen him do it
hook,
before.
spin, bop, and swap, and
Prince of
flick
Death as well.
all in one comp.
Mm.
There's a lot to deal with. But if you're constantly purging the 3 stacks of the spears, that's a lot of their damage gone. They lose so much damage with no stacks. I mean, I don't know.
It's bringing a lot of purge to deal with all that.
Someone better than us. I mean, it's not really, because the one-hand arcane is just...
Yeah,
it's
if you
just
bring the
spammable.
one hand... No, you're true. No. Drop the purge helm on him as well, and you get the doubles.
And I think, like, again, I think because of how they play, I feel like you could be a bit more greedy as well. Like, you could play, like, Protection of Nature, because you know they're going for a single target deletion. Maybe think about a Guardian Helm. Oh, they're coming back out for some more here. Shozen.
Oh, I thought the whole thing had reset and it was over.
I think they were talking about what to do. Let's see if it made any improvements for them. Tussle going to get...
I don't see it.
CC'd hard. Here comes the Hurricane. Tussle's going to roll the Hurricane, but that does mean that he now has no role for when he gets inevitably hooked by Mr. Bodavici there. And that is their healer gone. They're on their last 11 points. Elitan's going to drop. No, Bobo's going to drop. Oh, road experience. Cheeky little roll there to dodge the hook that would be death. They're going to flick Waifu out. Going to stun him. Oh, that's just...
That's bully. Just bully, Lewpac. Bully.
Mean-spirited farming of the enemy. Road experience got the most damage, though. Maybe, the Frost is legit. But I also think they actually gave him far too much space in the first few fights. Like, he should be the one they go for. Okay. He doesn't have the cleric. Doesn't have a cleanse. Doesn't have, like, Guardian Helm. Yeah, but you've got that inner confidence going on. Some people do mind. Cargera did get into the Crystal Realm.
Yep, let's watch Cargera here.
And it is
the only match we have running.
It is the mirror match. It is the Sun
okay,
versus
so
Sun mirror
Sun
match.
is going to do well. Let's see if this other team can do anything against Cargera.
I mean, I'm interested to see if they have any ideas, because I would expect that these guys scrimmed against each other.
Probably once or twice. But if you're doing this and you know that you're the only match available right now, and these two teams probably know, would you pull out the counter to Cargera's team?
Yeah, because I think both of these teams. I mean, yeah, both of these, people are going to find out regardless. Graffi's actually really nice opening from Red Sun there. They put some big pressure on Graffi's, and they're actually playing super deep. They're trying to not give Cargera what he wants. His bop's not clean there. Bokix is taking some big pressure, but he does get a decent Hurricane onto the back. And the issue is, honestly, they actually kill Bokix in the end. Cargera might go down, but they're going to sack him in the Judy, and he's going to be fine. I'll be honest, split shot. What about split shot on the bow? A deadly shot's nice, right? But split shot is an instant interrupt for the thing. And you don't really need deadly shot as much because you're guaranteed to have stacks because they have no purge.
Yeah.
Split shot just on the Hurricane. It's a tiny little knockback, but it instantly stops him.
Stops him, so he wouldn't be able to get a lot out of it. And if you're worried about him doing it to you as the bow, that's...
Because he's usually so deep that your glaive and your hammer are nowhere near in a position to stopping him. Although these guys holding the ground really nicely. Beamed and Boda in big trouble here.
Wow. Absolutely impressive pressure by this red team. The whole blue team is low. These red guys got to find something to secure it. Pick somebody and finish it off. Come on, they got Cargera. They've got Bodaville in their sights. They're gonna get Shekri.
This is a massacre right now. It's all gonna.
They almost turned it onto Solus there. He was down to 50 HP.
And they're not giving him the space he needs, actually, which is nice.
And there goes Beamed and Graffi's late. And Shekri actually got out of there alive. I thought they were going to follow his direction, but they split
they go after the ones that can't
Yeah.
heal themselves, which I agree with.
I
And
agree
they're
with
going
it
to
too.
turn it
And they
into
went the
3.
direction of 2 guys instead of 1.
Yeah.
And that was a really good play. And now we're going to see Cargera and the boys for the first time today tapped against.
Yeah. The first time we've seen them behind in a match today, I imagine.
First time we've seen them have a cap against them.
What's
this is...
What's super interesting though, Shozen, is they didn't bring a magic counter to the comp.
No, they didn't. You're right.
They just positioned appropriately, rode out the pressure, and looked for the turn, which I like. Again, you know, this is the thing is this though, when you are playing against this comp, right? It only takes one mistake, and Cargera does the thing. But like, look how they kite back. Like Onion just plays super deep and says, like, obviously his team has to be aware that he's playing deep.
Yeah,
but
and you have to
Spadger
come
just
back,
kites
and
him
Soul
away
is
and then
so
turns on
low,
him.
gets in there, gets the heals, saves him. Now Cargera at 2 bars. They could turn on this and make him pay because he's a very greedy tank here. Down to 1 bar, gets the Judicator down, full heals. Great for him. Nentian's now hoping for the same play on his end.
Yeah, he could have a sack as well. They are trying to separate him. He does get the seed, and
Cargera once again, and now
Yeah.
I don't believe there's a sack for him, but
No, he's
he
just gonna
gets
have to
so
chill.
far out that he's able to regain through
he always
the
wants to
dots.
go straight back in as well with Cargera. Like he's not one of these tanks
Solus
that
is
waits
dead.
for full health. Yeah, Nentians though,
And so
he's
is
gonna drop
Nentians.
as well. Yeah, there's
This is going to be the turn, and I believe with 30 seconds left and the amount of time that it's going to take these guys to get back, because I believe Bakix is going to be a very late death here, they're going to get the 3 cap.
This is going to be the world's most expensive scrim.
Yeah, Bakix is going to die real late on this, I think. Oh, actually, his whole team is back. Are they going to keep him alive? They were able to return here. 5v5, 1 cap for the Cargera team. Really well done by the Red Sun.
Poison
But
out onto
Smack
Cargera.
is in
Oh, they
trouble over
go
here.
for the honk onto him though, but he got the cleric before the pike hit, and he actually
Yeah,
he nearly
gets spackled.
he nearly killed the healer though. He knew he was in trouble, so he just went all in on the healer. Cargera looking for another spin. Poison onto Onion. Man, Cargera's throwing these poisons like dollar
Bean
bills in
is
a strip
dead.
club right now. Bean, is he though? Is he though? Yes, he
dead.
is. He is going to go down, so it's 4v4. And he's a
And
crucial
Cargera's got to
component.
get out of there. Cargera's got to fall back
Cargera
once
just-
again because he's going into SPAC right now with the bow. But
Oh, they killed Onion, though.
goes down, and that's going to be the turn that these guys needed. I think they're not going to have the pressure.
Well,
Wait,
I mean,
wait,
they're
Grafise.
actually they're going to
Grafise on
find
the turn.
Grafise, but
Yeah, this could be it.
it's healer versus no healer. Unless they full dive now. Solace goes in with no healer. This is just turning into an absolute bloodbath.
This is insanity right now.
Shit,
I
they
don't
need
know.
to kill Shekri. They need to find
They're not
Shekri. But
gonna
look at
get Shekri
Cargera
here.
running interception.
Bodaville,
Boda's got a
so
seed.
low.
He just
He's gotta
needs to
get the
last
seed.
for a
He's gotta
few
get
seconds.
one
Few
more
seconds
heal.
and it'll be good.
SPAC goes down, and
Yeah.
now Onion is back, and it's far too late. His team is completely drained. Let's
Oh
see if
no,
he
they're
can
going to get
these guys
Shekri. They're
in.
going to find Shekri with the Judy boost, the Iron Breaker, the Bop. One
There it
more
is.
hit and
Okay.
pocket. Oh my god, this is
Wow.
a fiesta. And actually, the whole time, Red had caps. So Blue
Yeah.
Sun has just got the caps under control. And now they're going to lose Boda and they're going to lose caps again. So it was all for nothing. And
Really well done by Red Sun here. Very impressive play. And like you said, they did this.
15 deaths so far in this match.
And like you said, they did this without changing up their comp into a special comp to counter Cargera's team. Very
lol.
good, just superior play. Good
Harpoon onto
positioning.
Shekri, yeah. And now, like, again, they can just keep kiting Cargera back. Like, disciplined defensives. I think Cargera might start trying to play Kidnap on Bokix and just get him to overcommit. Like, that's nice on Onion. Puts Onion in a horrible spot. Onion's running Cleric Robe, not Druid as well. Like, we have seen some of these natures run Druid Robe for the extra output. But in this matchup, clearly you can't get away with the Druid Robe. You need that invulnerability. I don't know why they don't put have a purge ready for the cleric, because I'm pretty sure if Grafise does have it, so if he insta purges, they find Boda here as well. Red Sun looking to close this one out, and we were saying these guys are tough to beat, but it seems like the only way to beat the Sun team, Shozen, is with another
Is
Sun
to be
team.
a Sun team, yeah. But this is going to close this one out. You're right, Lupac. This was
Yeah,
surprising.
it's a 1 minute, and
Do you
Boda's
think this might
OC,
be
and
one
they
of
want to go
those-
in. Then they're not giving this one up. It's 9-7, very
Okay.
close in kills, but that cap
Cap game.
control and kiting, yeah.
So do you
Shank
think
is
this
a banger,
might
really.
be, and I'm really going deep on the conspiracy theory here. Do you think that Cargera and the boys are losing on purpose so that other teams don't make counters to them?
No,
Okay. I just wanted to
like no,
try.
knowing like the majority of players in this match, there is zero chance of that happening.
Too much pride.
Absolutely hit the nail on the head, Shows, and far too much pride an ego across these 10 players for anyone to be like metagaming it. Like you don't throw away this many 8-1 sets into your own guild. Oh, Onion, there's the trade. Shekri for Onion. Now this is just going to be a massacre. But 2 kills will end it. Cargero. Oh, he sidesteps the sickle. There's the stun. Oh, he's dead. Wow.
Wow. I mean, that's the word for it.
21 kills in that match, Shozen. I'm not saying it was a fiesta, but, you know, there was.
We had 84 today in a 20v20.
That's what level was that?
I believe it was our level. It wasn't the level 6. It was. I want to say it was the level 5.
Is madness. But what a banger to finish on! And congrats to the team that's taken out like the most informed. But like these have got to look like 2 of the hottest teams then right now.
Yeah, right now for sure. The sun is hot.
The sun is burning with the heat of a sun, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that. I didn't really think that one through when I started the metaphor, but we ended up where we ended up anyway. And with no recording, that is going to be it for the live action for GVGs. Do we have any raffles left to draw?
Yeah, I have one more left.
So get in now with exclamation mark raffle, your last chance to win some gold. That's going to be it for Albion TV tonight. But don't forget, tomorrow the boys will be here with level 8. And I will be back on your screens next Saturday when I get back from England.
All right, sounds good. And we will see you in a week, Lewpac. Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching. This was Albion TV, the Crystal League GVG show. We'll see you soon. Have a great evening.
And Burek, you have won the raffle. Whisper me to claim your prize. We're out.